Hi guys, this is Emnel and we are back playing Rome in Imperator Rome. So it's been, well, over a week since the last episode. I took a long weekend with Easter and whatnot, and in the meantime also played like a multiplayer session for 12 hours, so I will probably do highlights of it on the channel later on, or some post-mortem. I have played as Semnonia from Swabia. Yeah, I've done pretty well. Like, got I think the biggest army on the map in the whole multiplayer, so not bad at all. It's pretty interesting. So it was basically a playthrough as a migratory tribe. We only gotten like 60 years in those 12 hours, sadly. So I think what I'm going to do is, instead of replaying as Semnonia or whoever, I'm going to do the game start, episode or two, show what I did, how I started my expansion, yada yada yada, and then I will load in my post-multiplayer save, and we are going to take a look at, well, expanded migratory tribe, do our transition into a settled tribe, and then perhaps become a kingdom and, you know, properly civilize. Like Rome, who knows, like, take over the world. As Semnonia into Swabia. So there's no Germania to create. I think there was a dev there about it, but yeah, Swabia will be our final form as it is. But back to Rome. So, one more thing. During that weekend, there was apparently a change when it comes to the government system in Rome. Well, not quite yet, but there will be a consul and a co-consul, so dual consulship in Rome, according to Johann's tweets, which is, I mean, pretty funny that they stuck to their guns for, well, over a year regarding a consulship and whatnot. Close to 2 years, maybe? It's been a while, basically, and no one liked, well, it rubbed a lot of people the wrong way, including myself, and I got the reasons, at least part of them, but especially I do agree that there can't be a yearly elections, because that would be just bad. But in this case, they will keep 5-year election cycle, but add a co-consul. We are not quite sure how that is going to work, but I'm looking forward to it. Sadly, of course, this playthrough will be, at least to some extent, out of date by the time 1.1 patch rolls in like a month, several weeks at least, from what they claim. So, well, we'll see about that. But let's continue for now and see how that goes. We are at wrapping up our war right here, and are suffering some attrition. I don't think, like, what kind of level fort is this anyway? That's a level 2 fort. But I do think we can, yeah, we can pull one of you out of there, at least. You don't have to stand there either. I'll have to clean up when it comes to that. I honestly don't remember. It's, as I said, it's been over a week, and so I'm not quite certain which small legion or belonged where, but well, we'll get to that later. Okay, so I think our next idea is to declare war on those guys. Okay, they are, as you can see, in an alliance. They are fighting war together, so that would be an easy way to of gobbling up all of well, most of southern Italy as this in one fell swoop, except the tip of the boot, and of course Sicily. So let's see. Okay, so we don't have enough seats, despite our populist faction that is currently in power having 26 people. Okay, they are, well, our popularity is shit. Okay, this is nonsense. Ruler is a threat of a faction leader. We are a faction leader, aren't we? Oh, yep, we are a faction leader, so I guess we don't like ourselves that much, which is funny, but how about you guys? Alright, okay, country is already at war, so as soon as we wrap this up, which will be after this, we will be able to easily declare war. That being said, do we want to befriend someone? You are 58, so you will leave for a while longer at least. And you are, so our first leader, is that you? No, it's not. Interesting. Okay, so you are probably not able to become a leader quite yet. This is good either way, so Okay, so we could befriend him, I guess. How good about it? It's pretty bad. But I mean, numbers are decent-ish. Let's not befriend him quite yet. I'd definitely rather to have this guy back or him maybe? Not really. I mean, our choices aren't ideal. Okay, well, we'll see when we get there. Let's keep our thing as it is. I don't think we want to take military tradition quite yet. We'll get some more research or so. We have populist faction at the helm, so we want to keep things safe. Okay, so alright, are you guys at war with one another? It sure seems like it. Yes, you are. Okay, so you definitely don't want to give up this siege for someone else, and yes, we are. So the guy that may become our next leader is leading the siege. So yeah, let's instead of starting the next war outright, let's prepare. Okay, so we will want Tarentum, that's for sure. Let's take a look at the forts. So Tarentum here, and this actually has a fortification as well. So 2 forts in here and 2 in here. We will need our navy. We do have some, so we'll be able to blockade this port at least fairly easily. What level of fortification is that? Level 1. Level 1, and this is, I imagine, the capital, so another level. So this might actually be level 2. Okay, this is annoying that it doesn't show. Level 1 fortification. Level 1 fortification. Level 1, level 1. Okay. This is level 2, and this is level 1. This is also level 1. Level 2 here, level 2 here. Alright. Reagan. But this is not going to be the part of this war quite yet, so I need to worry about it. How are we to position our troops though? Let's send you here, you here, you right here for Tarentum, and so hills, yada. So we'd have to fight here in the hills for this fort, but we will need like a strong army and something to support it. Yeah. Well, how do you look? 27. Okay, so that's a lot of cohorts. 20 cohorts here, and 15. You're at war, but we should be able to snipe like this guy, maybe. So yeah, shouldn't be much of an issue. If we will get a little bit lucky here, not that lucky, but we are regaining some manpower. So that's good. We are keeping that 30 manpower, 30k manpower reserve around. Yeah, those guys would be nice to snipe. So they are being beaten somewhere, I imagine, against Sicily, right? Syracuse right here. Oh, okay. Ouch. Oh, damn it. A bloody airplane is flying behind my window, so... A large rumbling sound is the warning. Is the only warning our people receive before Vesuvius erupts, spouting large amounts of ash and lava across Naples and the nearby provinces. Most of those living in the area have little to no time to prepare themselves for the danger, and there is a large number of casualties and the destruction across the area. Polis gets entirely buried by the volcanic ash and the lava from Vesuvius, leaving the area almost uninhabitable. Some people have started wondering if this is some sort of a punishment by the gods, if we have offended and insulted them in one way or another. Ooh. Okay, so there goes this province. I wonder, can we like move? No, we cannot. So this is gonna be bad. Yep. Okay, so. Ouch. It's just this, okay. And Pompeii. Oh yeah, Pompeii got hit as well. Yeah. Oh well. What can you do? Let's wrap up this war. So the problem of staying always at war is that you're... Oh, look at that. They're sending us gifts. And we are about to go to war against them. How nice of them. And our siege is won. Let's take everything. I think we can. Yep, easy peasy. Some cash too. Okay, and I think once again we do want to take all the families, so we get the unless they're actually really bad. No, you know what? We want everyone. We want the manpower. I mean, we want the talent. I think this is gonna mean this guy is very unpopular, and yeah, that will actually hurt the populist faction. Minus 2.2 influence, which is really good, and we only have to suffer the penalties for like 3 years now, which I think we can. So a council cannot be elected until 10 years have passed since the end of the last term, which would seem that this guy would be able to be re-elected because, oh no, never mind, end of the last term. He started in the, yeah, so his turn ended by 55. So I imagine that, I don't know, will he like jump in at the beginning of the queue, like the moment, you know, this guy ends? Because, I mean, that will be exactly 10 years, or will he need to wait another 5 years? I think he will need to wait another 5 years, but shall see. Why are you here? Okay, so I think we decided that we want you to be that we want to groom you, right? Appius Claudius Caesar. Is it working? Not quite, but I mean, he's gaining prominence. Sadly, he's not nearly good enough to put him as a general to gain prominence that way, but what can you do? So this may mean that we got some people that have some higher stats. do we care about you? Loyalty 100, religious faction. Yeah, I think we want some more Omen power instead. Cost of the sacrifice to the gods, so that's both for this and for stabbing the pits for stability. And Sean Freeman happiness. We got some godly generals, but he has some unsavory traits like sadistic, miserly, deceitful, sarcastic. I mean, yeah. But national tax, yeah, let's get him on the national tax. And perhaps we'll give him an army to rule. Army to lead. Yeah, +5 more of armies, but they will have higher chance of becoming loyal to him. Not a big deal though. Okay. I imagine we have like a metric faction of unhappy families, but we don't really care. Like most of them don't really have any way of challenging us. Let's see. There may be some that we do care about. Like this guy, for example, would be. Yeah, we can. Lartu? Really? Tight around Lartu, so he will become a general sooner or later, I guess. Oh, and those guys, those guys have a lot of people, so we want to make them happy at some point. So, dyed it. Okay, we'll keep them in mind when we give away offices. Now, I think we are ready to go to the next war. As long as we are under 50, it's okay. Also, the base decay is percentage-wise, so it won't actually. We don't really have that. So we don't have many people of the wrong culture group. So we have some wrong culture, but that shouldn't be nearly as bad. That being said, okay, so you actually have randomly chosen the proper. Or have we switched them already? Yeah, I think that was ours, right? Yeah, well, point being, that was the correct government policy. Here we are gonna change to assimilation. You, however, are kinda shit. Oh, okay, so I kept forgetting about this guy, so I should have changed him at the very start. Now, the problem is that I already bloody paid for changing his policy. And switching him to someone else would be a massive pain. But let's do it, because this will basically double the speed we are gonna do that. Another problem is that he may become a leader in 5 years, which will cause another switch. Okay, so yeah, for our stupidity, we will have to waste one more here. Now, let's take a look. Assimilation, yeah, all the things need some assimilating. Not many Romans, not many Greeks around here. Let me see if Greeks are considered a different. Yeah, the Hellenic. Yeah, so this is a different culture group which will hurt us pretty badly. But yeah, I think we can. We'll just push for it to start converting all of the south of Italy as quick as possible. And yeah. The sooner the better. We can survive some provincial instability early on, I think. Well, famous last words, but let's see. Yeah, I think we should be good. So, can we declare war? We can. And both of them will join. That's perfect. And one is bigger because now it's actually a Kanya Apulu. So Apulia, there is hardly anything here, right? So yeah, we will we'll go for like Kanya here. It's because there will be more people here. So the I keep forgetting. I haven't. So does it? Okay, so the thing is, like, it doesn't matter that what is my war goal, or the only fact that I do have a claim matters. Okay, let's assume that war goal matters as well. I don't think it does, but yeah, better safe than sorry, because this, we just have like a little bit, like two small cities there. Like Kenya, and I mean, it shouldn't be difficult to get. There's one there. Oh, right, there was a city there. Okay, so right, I should have probably thought a bit harder about it, but should be able to crush you. Should have consolidated. There was that one guy who wanted to make a general with a 9. This guy, yeah, he seems like a proper. Sharp siege ability, yep, sounds good. So let's do that. We'll not really get that morale tick. Help it, but oh well. Now it would be nice to start besieging at this. Let's rush here for failure. Yeah, so from here we can go both ways. So let's start besieging it. If not, we'll move back. But I think there is like a small army there to catch. And I basically didn't want for my allies to go away. Hopefully they will stick around. I'm not entirely sure they will, but let's hope. This way may be a bit more bloody than the previous wars, as far as our manpower affecting our manpower goes. But no, so actually, you are going to. Pretty sure you are arriving in Sylvanium. Yeah, so we kind of need to follow him for that fight. Petitioner approaches. Yeah, so this is basically he feels unsafe and he wants us to help him, and we'll take oratory power. The reason I'm taking oratory power over cash is the basic economy here. If I wanted to get 50 oratory power, I would have to pay well 350 cash. Speaking of which, I think I'll ban some to get. But every time you do that, it's plus 5%. But so yeah, I'm not going to use it, or will I? Let's see. Do I care about monthly tyranny that much, or do I want to wait till the 10% thing goes away? Capturing portraits, that's so good. A lot of good things around here, so I think we'll just save the points up and wait till that goes away. Just make sure this guy isn't like corrupt or something. Alright, we already checked him, plus 1%, yeah, we can live with that. Now, let's be careful about this war here, because this battle may... Oh, they are going the other direction, so... And... damn it, we should have... Okay, can we catch you? Okay, this is... We won't be able to catch him. That's embarrassing. We'll move there though, so let's just move here and try to catch him later. Should actually, okay. We will be able to catch him, and I'm not entirely sure. We have a stronger army, really? We do now? Okay. Oh, actually, there's some allies going that direction, so... Can we catch you now? we can, so let's go. That will be on 25th of August. Yeah, definitely don't want them running around besieging stuff. I'm actually gonna go this way. Oh, damn it, okay, that's bad. I forgot to assign a general here. Well, admiral. And there is Regnum. Region, I'm sorry. It's a pretty famous place where the basically events regarding some unpaid mercenaries occupying a town led to the First Punic War. But well, we are not in a Punic War quite yet. Hey, that was supposed. Was there a battle? That's weird. Okay, we don't need to. Let's stay there, I guess. Might as well start besieging. Shouldn't be able to capture you, and you are on September 4th, September 6th, but we are still will be the attackers. They gave up, and okay, they are going to fight those guys apparently, and we broke them a little bit, but they are escaping in this direction, so let's follow them, I guess. And yeah, let's be in a position to support this siege, and those guys will be in a position to support that siege. And I guess you can besiege this. Actually, you are the guy with the siege ability though, so maybe we should use you here. Stop killing my pops. We won't be able to move there though. Oh, this is going okay. Probably. I see. Can't see how, like, in what state my ships are. Oh, here I can. Okay, they're actually holding steady. So, I mean, good. This siege will need more people though, because we will go under 5k. It's a lot of people we, I guess, trapped there, but not sure if we should have. And I guess we are already winning that, so no point sending this guy here. Let's send him here to help with the siege. I wonder if him having plus 10% siege ability will actually be okay. We haven't lost anything, and apparently Syracuse got the credit now. So those Dided guys were a decent bunch. We don't have army to give on him, but we don't want this specific family to be scorned. They have like 20 possible generals, so let's give him this job, and let's blockade here. Yep, that should help. Sure about having 10k there, but shouldn't be. It should be in the. Let's see. Yeah, it's just one, so yeah, we can survive that. And you can actually sit here, so we can support both sieges. Of course. The next city of Loki wants our wood. Yes, you can have wood. This may be. No, it's still 1%. That's okay. I don't want it to leave it on an off chance that they'll just wander off. No, we'll need to keep them from occupying shit around here, so let's actually send this army. I think we are good on. Oh, we are not good on here. We will get on the. Yeah, we need to rush. This isn't looking good. We're using both deception. Okay, so you are using deception. What actually counters deception well? Wolf or weasel? So envelopment. Yeah, I guess we can go envelopment. Hit and run and trooper's axis. So this is the one we can get at the end right here. I mean, you would have to go through here. I think we'll be alright. Famous last words. No, we are not being alright here. I think we're gonna get pushed out pretty badly. Yeah, we shouldn't be reinforcing this. But our allies are. They are. So okay, let's follow them, but without being speedy. How good a commander are you? Oh, you are actually a pretty good commander. So are you. How about you? You are 8 and 8. I mean, we have a proper. Yeah, let's see what this will do. I noticed it way too late, so that was an issue. Like 2k losses, so not that great. All right, we have an advantage in everything except territory, I imagine. He's also an 8, and we got screwed. Damn it! Why would it use a bloody envelope? Ah, okay, well, joke's on us. Should we still win, maybe? Yeah, we will win, but it will be more bloody than I would have hoped. And there is another big battle there. And okay, so our allies reinforced while we continue sieging. That's good. Oh, I thought we are unpaused. I'd really rather have them, you know, fight Syracuse there, because they will take some serious bits of our possible conquest around here. We have 13. I didn't think I was building that many more. So you have 14 there. So I think we need like at least 20. Let's get some. I do not want to recruit them on the other side there, because they will get intercepted, so... Andras is at least 10. Okay, alright, because we get like minus 5%. Yeah, okay, so this is not actually dead. Okay, so those guys will continue disappearing as well. Do we care enough to move them? I don't think we do. It would be very expensive, like half an invention. So nope. Okay, we're gonna win both of those battles. This siege is going well. This siege is going well as well. Yeah. As I mentioned, this is going to be a more of a costly war, but. It's a good. It's good to strike when the iron is hot, or whatever. That was basically the faster we start consolidating Italy, the more powerful we will be with once we assimilate all the pops around here, and also if we get I guess an expansion in large chunks, the faster it will go down. As long as we can, you know, keep our pops from revolting, and for now it seems that we are actually gaining rather than losing. And since we already taken chunks, okay, I'm not 100% sure how it works, but it seems that we already own the parts of the province here. So perhaps when we take the rest of it, it will the province loyalty will stay the same. I'm still not sure how the province loyalty of the new province is calculated. It seems to vary greatly. Sometimes you conquer a province and it's at 99 or 100, right? And sometimes you conquer it and it's at 5 and dropping. So yeah, we shall see. that's a good thing to keep an eye on, I think, because it's important, because like it may be basically a life or death. I was playing as those guys, so I consolidated a little bit. I conquered a bunch, and then I went to war with those three tribes, right? I managed to beat them, and I annexed all of them, and all of the provinces were disloyal, as it turned out. And they had the more population. They basically, like 40% of my population were in disloyal provinces, which triggered a civil war, which basically killed me, because two of my 3 armies deserted, some other neighbors joined in, and I actually lost. So so it's good. So another thing is, like, this will not be more pops than we have, which means that us converting those pops will actually increase the amount of of our base loyal pops in the long run, which will allow us to get bigger chunks of things later without risking a civil war. So I think we will risk, we may be at the risk of civil war at some time. Winters gets disciplined, okay. The military, okay. Well, that's actually a pretty huge deal, plus 5%, and like another marshal when you're already winning, so that's good. So they keep running around back and forth here. Wonder if that's... we don't see anyone besieging this. It would be nice to take it, but there's another fort here. But well, first we need to take this, unless we want to do the naval landing. And with all those armies running around here, we barely win, like losing one, winning one here, and a pretty big battle here as well. I do not think we want to risk a naval landing, which may result... oh, well, that's bad. So, okay, so I think this is both bad and good. Bad because we'll not get... we will be out... they will take away huge chunks of this, of Brutia, right here. But that this is area that we have claims on, which will allow us to go to war against them for free, it seems. So, win some, lose some, I guess. There we cannot get there because this is... okay, so we are not accept peace. I'm actually gonna move it in here. Because we may need to have to support this sooner or later, and this guy is that 11k guy. What should we use here? And bottleneck is an option if they will continue to. What do they have? They have. Light infantry. Let's see. So, why were they using shock? I'm not sure, but well, they were. So we need to keep that into consideration. But yeah, I still think like deception. That those will be they will either use skirmishing or deception, or sometimes shock. So So if we were to go bottleneck, that only counts as shock, but we are vulnerable to skirmishing. If we go skirmishing, we are vulnerable to deception. If we go shock, I guess we are vulnerable to bottleneck, which they are unlikely to use, but good against envelopment. Yeah, I think we'll stick with deception after learning our lesson there. I really thought that, yeah. I mean, I think they changed like generals in mid-battle, so that's why they changed. I'm not sure. I haven't like properly. Okay, no one died at least. Okay, do we want to fight this? I think we do. So I actually want to keep moving in this direction. Oh, really? Oh, right, of course. So this way we could push there. So, all right. Let's keep you here so we can assure this siege goes well. We'll actually send this guy here, and the other army will move out. So, because I mean we are keeping them occupied by this fort, and hopefully they will end up fighting here rather than trying to besiege this pointlessly. And here they are coming to besiege it. Across the Adriatic. For many long years, those in control of the Empire lands have interfered in the region they call Magna Graecia. Now, with our territories beginning to overlap with the sphere of influence of Epirot, Jesus, Empire, Epirot. I was in Pyrrhus of Epirus. Now, with our territory beginning to overlap with their sphere of influence, it has become all too apparent that there is only one solution. If we are ever to be free of their meddling, we must take to the sea and claim their land in order to protect the fair citizens of so-called Magna Graecia, who wish only to lead a peaceful existence under our rule. Right. Okay, so we get claims on Epirus. So we don't get claims like here, only like on Epirus proper. Okay. I mean, I think we want to consolidate here first. Okay, so we will get to blows with Macedon sooner when we go there. But then again, if they were to conquer Epirus first, and they are at war with Epirus apparently. Actually getting a foothold there would be a pain in the ass. So those are mountain provinces, hill provinces, it's pretty bad all around. So, yeah. But we are once again out of time. I keep trying to get 30 minutes episodes, but I guess I'm bad at it. So, thanks for watching, guys. I will continue in the next episode, where we should probably finish this war and start another, like we did the last few episodes. And hopefully our government will change. Well, we'll think which one of those assholes we want, but yeah, we'll decide something. So, thanks for watching and see you next time.